me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line with the Philadelphia Eagles. The drive will start with an option going left. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that. Big time.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down.
I guarantee every coach wants to go for it on 4th and 1 in this spot, but so few of them have the guts to do it in their own territory. But he puts his faith in his offensive line, and they're able to pick up the first.
Room here to run. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And, Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
On first down, they're going option left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They run again with Barner. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They try again with Cook. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And fullback will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarek McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
ampersand?
I like it.
And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Keenum. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Keenum sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on third down, Keenum. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right there at the 43. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time running out here on the play clock. McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
There's Keenum now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Keenum escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Into the red zone. Wentz flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenyon Barner, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Michael Kendricks. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's McKinnon. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate, it might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores, so you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back, but that may not matter now.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.